There are three very important things about manifestation that I've been using to my advantage, and they have been changing my life in so many different ways, and it's making manifestation much easier and more within my control for myself. And if you want to use it to your advantage, I suggest that you listen to what I'm about to tell you, because this has the capability of not only changing your life, but changing other people's lives, because you will be inspiring them to make massive changes in your life. I wish you could have that level of influence by using the law of manifestation, using the techniques of manifestation to actually make changes in your life. And I wish you to make the best. Make the best in your life and make the best changes in the world. Without further ado, there are three very important things I'd like to share about you, and they are the law of assumption, letting go of the outcome, and noticing the small signs of improvement. Now, I'll get to number three, as I believe that's the most important one, but let's go to the core of actually manifestation, and that is the law of assumption. I've been assuming that I've already achieved my desire and already experiencing that reality right now. And I've been doing that for a while, but my skills of my visualizations and imagination and just immersing myself in that experience has only gotten better and better and better. And I noticed how real it feels, because when I'm actually visualizing success, I can actually immerse myself in all details now. All of my five senses, all of my feelings are actually really, really excited to be in this situation. And I feel extremely grounded in my imagination the more I visualize right now. So that is a very important skill to build on. And that is the core of manifestation itself. The law of assumption. You cannot start without it. And now, the second part is actually letting go. And this is where a lot of people get wrong. So please let me explain this in deep detail. You have to let go of the attachment to the outcome. Now, what I mean by that is that you must be focused more on your purpose of the reason why you're actually doing it, instead of focusing on the actual outcome, if you know what I mean. Because if you become too attached to, let's say, the money, and you're focusing entirely on the money and that's all you're doing, your vibration actually begins to lower itself. Because on the vibration scale of like 0 to 1,000, like shame being the lowest and enlightenment being the top, actually desire is actually close to the bottom. But you still need desire to make changes, right? That's where everything begins in Think and Grow Rich. Like the first principle to make massive changes in your life, you must have a burning desire. But you can't hold on to a burning desire just because you really, really want it, because that's telling yourself that you don't have it. Just let me explain that to you again. If you're truly desiring the outcome, you really, really want it, that's also telling yourself that you don't currently have it. But the law of assumption is proving the fact that you have already got it. So those two things contradict each other. That's why you need to let go of the outcome and become attached to the big why. What is your big why? What is the main reason why you're doing this? Is it to support your family? Is it to actually give yourself freedom? Whatever it actually is, immerse yourself in that reality right now. Assume that you've already achieved, assume that you've already getting results, right? And that your main reason why you've set yourself that goal is because to live in a reality of complete freedom and feel like you're already free, feel like you've already attained liberty. So you have to combine them both, and do not become needy for the results. Because if I was needy for the YouTube views right now, you'd be seeing me saying like and subscribe in the next 5 seconds. Otherwise, there will be a spider in your bed tonight. Ooh. See, I'm just a kid, right? And when I'm alone, I can be quite cringe and silly at times, but that's who I am myself, right? But if I was like that on YouTube, because this is my genuine purpose, I cannot afford to be silly that much. Because I genuinely want to help you guys out. Because my younger self was exactly in the same situation of you, trying to make progress in life, making a little bit of progress, snapping back to the old habits, snapping back to the old habits again, snapping back to his old behaviours again. This was frustrating to me, and I want to help him as much as possible because I have fixed his problems that he desperately wants to solve. So, let go of the attachment. Very, very important. Have no attachment to the results. Now, the third one is that you must notice the small, tiny signs of your goal manifesting. And what I mean by that is that you could actually be making a mistake that is really painful right now. And then the more that you use the law of assumption and actually let go of the outcome and actually believe that you're already in that reality, you'll begin to notice, oh, what? I've been doing something wrong here. I've actually been doing something wrong, like doing something that was actually holding me back from making good progress. And let me do the opposite thing, which would actually accelerate my progress in real life much more. And then you do. And then you're like, oh, I have this subconscious belief about myself that I'm actually not worthy for this success. Of course I'm worthy. And everyone is worthy for success. We all are deep in our hearts and souls. So change that belief about yourself right now. Because this is a very, very common subconscious belief about ourselves, is that we're not worthy enough for our success. We deserve to keep failing over and over and over again because that's the only reality we've been experiencing. So we change that belief, we tell ourselves the exact opposite, that we are worthy and we are already achieving our goals, and then you'll get more results and you make more progress. And you'll find more and more details and they get bigger and bigger and bigger. And then it's a big, big snowball effect after that. And then before you know it, you'll have so much momentum that your goal that you have set for yourself will become inevitable. You will inevitably achieve the big goal that you thought was impossible. That is the power of manifestation. And that, in my opinion, is the only way you can achieve your goal. What I would actually like to tell you guys is that this is the most effective way to achieve your goal because it's extremely easy, it's beginner friendly, it gives you hope, it inspires you to make massive changes, it motivates you and it puts you in that flow state, and it actually gives you the chance that is worthy enough to achieve your goal. Like, you would take this chance over the 100% total discipline. No, I'll use discipline. I am David Goggins. Who's going to carry the bolts? I will achieve this goal. I will achieve this goal. That is good, and I still recommend you become extremely disciplined. But to achieve your goal, you can still have subconscious beliefs about yourself that will still hold you back. So discipline is not the only thing you need. Success is a combination of many different things. So use this to your advantage, because if you just go by the laws of manifestation by yourself and actually improve the skills of visualization, changing your beliefs and changing your self-image and your paradigm, your whole world will shift. You thought things were impossible, but they're actually very, very easy to achieve. You will think twice about big goals. I want you to experience this feeling and join me on my journey, because my progress right now, I'm telling you, it's extremely promising. I have become extremely productive, extremely disciplined. I've become extremely consistent in all of my tasks. And now I've got the discipline to actually resist bad habits that I thought was impossible, such as procrastinating too much, such as eating too much junk food. That actually gives me the feeling that I'm already free in my heart. I'm already free in my mind, and I'm already free in my soul. It feels like liberty to me. And I want you to experience that yourself. Now, there are 3 more extremely important things I'd like to share with you. They are: you must see it with your own eye, in your imagination, feel it in your heart, in your imagination, and believe it in your soul, in your mind, and in your heart, in your imagination. And if you combine those 3 things, manifestation will only become much more powerful for you. That's me signing off. I wish you all the best on your journeys in life. I'll help you with every single step of the way there, and I will give you my advice from the mistakes that I make so that you don't have to fall into those same traps that I do. I wish you all the best on your journeys, and of course, have a good one. Make the most of it.